Hi everyone. In this assignment, I'm to demonstrate how to write queries for these types, inner, left, and right, or full joint, and also to demonstrate the union, intersect, and except. So moving down to the moving down to the database here, what I was able to. Now coming down here, let's look at inner joins. Let's look at inner joins. Okay, so what I was able to, was able to use these two table, the customer table and this. So this, since they have almost the same data, so writing this, I use select all from customer table from this database, and then using inner joins, and then I was able to use the ID as the primary ID, which they have the same primary ID. So after running, it shows this. And if I change this to full joint, and this is going to be full, let's run that. It gives us full. Now, this is the full joint, which indicates that in the first table, which is the customer table from the first database, it has 91 values, and then it has shows all the values. But on the second table here, it has only 6 items, and the rest of it is null because they are all empty. So this is a full join, which indicates both table, all the data that are in the table. Now, to also change this to put union, or you think, let me use left joint. If I run that, it's showing all the data in the first table, which is in the left table, and what is in also the same that is in the intercept, or let's say the inner joints, or the intercept between the two tables also indicates here. So if I also use right joint, it's going to give me 6. So let's use right joint. Let's see. Sorry, that's a mistake. Okay, so let's use right joint, and it gives me 6. Now, why is it 6? Because both table, the first table has this same number, because I'm using the ID. It gives me 6 data, or 6 customer ID, and also the second table has a total of 6 ID, and that's why we have 6. So this is what that is in both of them has. So if I write inner joint, it's still going to give me the same data. So that is all about inner joint. So moving down to union, and here I was able to, let's start with except. So if I use except, and this is, let's see what happens. So this is what it gives me, except. So it runs the first table and accepts the second table. If I use intersect, gives me 2. So it presented the first table and present the second table. So let's run it again. It gives me 2 tables, the first and the second table. Okay, so if I use union, it combines all the data, but one thing I've come to notice about union, except and intercept, they must have the same column. must use the same column. So you see here, all this table has the same column: the customer ID, customer name, city, and city, and that's why it combines all. So here, this one has the total data here is 6. So if you check here, the total data here is 91. So it combines all. Okay, so that is what I've learned so far about union, intersect, union, or right join, inner joint, and left joint. Now I'm going to W3 school on what I've been able to learn. My level currently is 81. I've been able to complete 81% of. Now under inner joint, I'm going to do the quiz, and for us to see how far I've gone. Okay, so the first question says, what is the purpose of SQL inner join? So the correct answer is to select only the records that have matching values, and that's correct. And the next question is which SQL statement is correct about joining product categories? And so this is because of this, it's correct. This is that. The next question says what happens when there is no matching between, so it will give no rows and return the unmatched queries. To give no rows, and that's the correct answer. And the next question is that I should, and this is going to be inner joint, inner join. Okay, so let's check that if that's correct. Oh, that's wrong. It says select all from. Okay, so it's inner joint, but I forgot putting the the table. Okay, so the table is customer table. That's customers. Let's run that again. That's correct. Thank you. So the next question is select that's product and then inner joint, and that's correct. So that's all. Thank you so much. I'm happy for this experience. Take care.